Today on Karamo, she suffered at the hand of her drug-addicted mother.
I was being traded my body. She's selling me for drugs.
She was saved by this man.
She been through a lot. My mother didn't do that to me. I just want her to know that I'm here for her no matter what.
But is this man really her dad?
This is my daughter, Period.
Everyone is about to finally learn the DNA truth. This is the moment I'm gonna give you the envelope. Is this man her real father? Welcome to the show, friends. My guests Nate and Anissa are here to resolve a DNA mystery. Anissa says that she was rescued by her potential father at 10 years old from what she now knows was a crack house. Nate also suspected he had a daughter, but them sharing DNA was always a question. Today, we will uncover the mystery. First, let's meet Anissa to get her side of the story. Hi, Anissa. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Yes, thank you. You look very pretty in this red. Yes. So, Anissa, I just got to get to it because reading that, you went through a lot of hard things when you were younger. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I did go through a lot of hard things when I was younger. Like, I don't want to start tearing up. Like, my mom, like, she's very abusive. Like, she was a drug addict. And, you know, like, it was really hard for me because, like, at that tender age, like, I didn't really understand. So I was looking for love. I was looking for the love. And it was always absent. Like, to the point where, you know, I wasn't going to school. I didn't know how to be around other children, so I had to learn how to, like, act around other people.
Yeah, your social skills were gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not eating for days. I was being traded my body. She's selling me for drugs. And it was just hard. It was just like, I felt like, why did I exist?
Yeah. So your potential father rescued
My
you.
hero, yeah,
Your hero.
I still call him my dad because no matter what the results say today, I still feel that energy, that connection. Like my dad came to rescue me when I was like 10 and I was born again. I was back in school. I was around kids my age. Like I was literally eating every day.
Yeah.
Like, and all of the things that like young girls today like hate about their dads, like he's always asking where I'm at, or he's overprotective. That was what I was longing for. That's what I wanted, and I got that. Like, but it took some time.
Yeah.
So.
And you were in a crack house at that time when he found you.
Yeah,
Was that your first time seeing him again?
Yeah, that was my first time seeing him again because like what my mom did was like hide me from him, like because she was exploiting me. She was taking advantage of me, not for what mothers do to, like with daughters. Like this was like to the extreme level. Like every time he would try to get close, pack up, let's go to a different hotel or motel or crack house, you know.
In that time period, how did you stay so strong?
Never lose hope. Like for anybody that's going through or has been through what I'm going through, always keep that strength.
Good for you. So where are you right now in your life?
I have my own place, like I'm a makeup and hairstylist. Working hard, like, you know, and trying to be that figure. Like whoever is out there watching and is going through what I'm going through, just know that you're gonna make it.
You better preach. No, you keep preaching.
It's not about
Listen.
It's not about what you've been through or like your past. It's about your future. Like you don't hold on to the past because that's never gonna shape your future. Like for me, when my dad came to rescue me, I say that like Superman, like that restored my hope and my faith. Like okay, like I actually get to, like I belong here. Like I'm human, you know. So then I started with my passion, like doing hair, doing makeup, and being social because like I realized that I like being around people.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
That hope and finding your passion and never giving up, I think
Right.
is so great. But I also think it was, part of it is that, yes, your hero came into your life and got you, but what I love about this is that it's a story of understanding we all need support.
Right.
And sometimes in the darkest moments, we forget that support's out there.
Exactly.
So I'm glad that your father, your potential father, could be that hope for you and could be that support for you. So
Yeah.
then why are you here today?
One day, I heard him talking over the phone. I just heard him say, you know, it's been years, and I don't know how to tell her that I might not be her dad.
Wow.
And
Because were you living with him at this point?
No, I wasn't. I was already, I was grown.
Oh, you were grown at this point.
Yeah.
So when he rescued you, you lived with him and he took care of you.
Yeah, like my own dad. Like I never would have thought that it could be a possibility that he wasn't my dad. But then I understand like from his point, because what my mom was doing, like she was running around doing whatever she was doing. So it's a possibility. So, but I'm here to find out, and I'm here because I needed you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad I could be here for you. So how did that make you feel when you heard him questioning it?
It made me feel horrible, but like I don't hate my dad. Like the only thing is like I just felt hurt because it was like, dag, like you could have told me, you know, but he probably had his own reasons. Like I was already damaged, so he probably didn't want me to feel like, okay, like if you're not my dad, then I don't have anybody. I'm back at square one.
Yeah.
So
what are you hoping for today?
I'm hoping for a miracle. I'm hoping that that's my dad, my real dad, because at the end of the day, like I know like he would never like leave me. He's been there. He never judged me. He's always been there rooting me. So,
When was the last time you talked to your mother or saw your mother?
I've heard through the grapevine that she's passed away. I don't feel any way about it because it's just like, who's gonna be mad that the devil's gone, you know?
I understand that.
But I do have to say, I know that seemed a little bitter, but I forgave her.
It didn't seem bitter.
I been forgave her. That's why I was able to move on.
Yeah. Good. Okay. And just to let you know, it didn't seem bitter. Because to hear that you were rescued from your potential father, from your father in a crack house, we can, any one of us, without even experiencing that, can understand why you would say, okay, you're gone, because she had her own demons that she was dealing with. And so I am glad that you have given her forgiveness and that, that forgiveness has allowed you to feel like you can continue to grow. And I can see the woman that you've become.
Thank you.
Well, we will find out soon if Nate is Anissa's biological father. But before we do, let's meet Nate. Welcome to the show. Hey, Nate, how you doing?
How you doing?
I'm good. Good to meet you. Yes. So I know you were emotional backstage. What was going on?
This girl been in my life ever since she was born. And just, you know, over the years, just thinking about she may not be my daughter, it touches me. And to see her out here, too, and we both gonna find out the truth. You know, I don't want to not be a father.
Yeah.
I don't, because, I mean, excuse me. This is my daughter, period.
Rescued from a drug house.
She been through a lot. My mother didn't do that to me. I just want her to know that I'm here for her no matter what.
But is this man really her dad? This is the moment I'm gonna give you the envelope.
I was being traded my body. She was selling me for drugs. I still call him my dad because no matter what the results say today.
And we both gonna find out the truth. You know, I don't want to not be a brother. And
Even
this
if
is
you're
a
not...
very special girl. The place that I found her and I had to rescue her from, no child should have gone through it. And her mother basically exploited her for her own sickness. And I don't want to teach my daughter to be weak at any point, so I'm trying to hold it in. I didn't know you guys could see me back there. I didn't want to come out and tell Anissa because I'm not sure. And I didn't want to mess up what she had going on in her life because that could have interfered in her education, you know, her dreams. Yeah. And I didn't want her to look at me any different, regardless of how them DNA tests come out. This is my daughter, period. This is my daughter.
I gotta tell you, I know you're trying to hold it in, but your vulnerability as a man, as a black man, is a beautiful thing to see. You being vulnerable, like I heard her
she
earlier
never really seen me cry.
No, I didn't.
And I don't want her to see it, but if it was me, it would hurt me too. I'm just trying to imagine if it was me on the other side and, you know, I'm all she got.
Yeah.
And regardless of what I want you to know, I don't care about them DNA tests.
Okay.
You belong to me, and I'm gonna take care of you regardless what.
It's all right, don't cry. You okay?
So, were you in Anissa's life prior to rescuing her from the crack house?
I mean, Not really. I was young in the beginning. I didn't believe Anissa was my daughter because I found out things about her mother. Some of her friends was letting me know, well, you know, she might not be pregnant by you because she be sleeping around, running around, and it broke my heart. I just stayed away from her after that.
So you were in a relationship with her during that time when she was being born?
Yeah, well, I thought I was. Yeah, I was just being played. Yeah, but I did love her.
Yeah. Were you there when Anissa was born?
No, not in the hospital.
Okay.
But when I seen Anissa, and honestly, I don't want to sound like I was young. She was like the whitest baby ever, and I'm like, hold on, I was like, that's a caucus baby or something.
I got a little darker.
Yeah, but she did get darker. Over the years, I was just like, nah, no, this is not my child.
And then what switched for you? Because, like she said, you were a hero. You came and rescued her. What switched? Because you were 10 when that happened?
Yeah, I was 10.
Okay,
10
so
years.
it was a lady that I knew, and for some reason, this lady got my number, and then she called me. Actually, she called a friend of mine, and he said, your daughter is at this lady's house. And once I found that out, I didn't even ask myself twice. I just went to get her.
Yeah.
And I never told her that.
That was like the best day of my life.
I couldn't be a man. I couldn't be a man again. This is when Anissa was around 10 years old. I was a little older now.
Yeah, you're 26.
So I know the difference between right and wrong.
Yeah.
So, no questions, I got my daughter.
Yeah.
And from then on, she's just been with me. I even, you know, I took time out to even get legal custody of Anissa. Mm-hmm. And her mother didn't even fight it.
Yeah.
She never even came to court.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to be there for that little girl. Mm. I heard that my daughter was subjected to certain things from her mother.
That just made me stronger.
And that was some things that I had to deal with too. I didn't want to put no more pressure on this girl. Mm-hmm. Oh, I might not be your father, and you know, I'd rather her became a woman, and maybe we could talk then, not damage her youthfulness any further.
Got it. Good job. So tell me about your relationship with her since you've saved her. Have y'all been close?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I can't believe I raised this woman.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got in touch with my feminine side of my manhood, and I'm like, yeah, I did a great job.
Yeah, you did a great job.
Right?
You did a great job.
And the only thing is, you know.
And one thing, I'm sorry, like one thing is like we're so close, like 15, like you would think to come to your mom, like this dress or this dress. I'm coming to my dad, like this dress or this dress.
Yeah.
You know?
And even today, I said, girl, you better wear that red outfit. That's a power outfit right there.
I love it. I love it. I love it. How are you feeling about getting these results today, though? I know you said you'll always be her father, but you know you could find out that you're biologically not hers.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna lie to you, Karamo. It's been wrecking my mind ever since I got that call. Because in my mind, she's been mine. I'm about to find out if she really, biologically is mine.
Yeah.
So it's been, mentally, it's been draining me, but emotionally, it's not going to change nothing. Actually, I think it's going to make me stronger, us stronger, together.
Yeah.
Because if I could do this for her and knowing that she isn't my daughter, that says a whole lot about me, too.
Yes, it does. It does. You know, I've talked about it before. My father and I didn't talk for many years because when I told him I was gay, it was a rejection there. And so you feel like you're losing stuff that you have to find people who love you regardless.
Yeah,
and the fact of the matter is that you found somebody who loved you regardless.
Well, he found me.
Hey, oh, yeah, well, yeah, he found you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think that's one of the beautiful lessons of this, that I do pray y'all are father and daughter. I do pray for that.
Thank you.
But I also love the fact that it is clear that sometimes we have to realize that family sometimes isn't just biological. It's like who is stepping up for us, who is loving us, who is supporting us no matter what. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, listen, I'll have the outcome of this DNA mystery after the break, so please stay with us.
She's been through a lot. My mother didn't do that to me. I just want her to know that I'm here for her no matter what.
Everyone is about to finally learn the DNA truth. This is the moment I'm gonna give you the envelope. Is this man her real father?
I don't care about them DNA tests.
Okay.
You belong to me, and I'm gonna take care of you regardless what. In my mind, she's been mine. I'm about to find out if she biologically is mine.
Nate, we just all saw you during the commercial break get very emotional. What was going on in your mind?
It's just she been through a lot.
I have.
You know, it's not really just for me. I want to empower my daughter.
Yeah.
I just want her to know that I'm here for her, no matter what the outcome be. Just don't let it break you down. It's just gonna make us closer. And I just feel the struggle that you've been through as an individual. I know I've been there, but it didn't happen to me. My mother didn't do that to me. So I just feel her pain. That's it.
Yeah.
But I'm here for you no matter what.
Okay. I love you.
I love you too, Anissa.
I don't want you to cry. Don't cry.
I'm sorry.
I've never seen you cry like this, so you always taught me to be strong and headstrong, so don't
Well,
cry.
these are strength tears.
I love that. These are strength tears.
Trust me, these tears is gonna water and flourish and nourish whatever the seed we planted. Trust me.
Yes.
These are strength tears. Oh my gosh, let me tell you something. I'm gonna say that before. You just inspired something new in me. Those are strength tears. I love
Thank
them.
you. Thank you. Thank you, Karamo.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You know, Nate has been waiting 27 years to uncover this DNA mystery. Are you both ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm nervous, man.
What are you feeling?
Oh my gosh, like, I feel so nervous, like butterflies is in my stomach. Like, I almost wish that would have just left it like that, but gotta just, you know, we both deserve the truth, so.
Yeah. Well, in this envelope is the DNA outcome of if Nate is your father.
All right.
This is a moment I'm gonna give you the envelope so that you can see what it says.
All right.
Is this man her real father? Find out next.
You are the father. Get off my stage.
I just want her to know that I'm here for her no matter what. The outcome is just gonna make us closer.
We both deserve the truth, so.
Well, in this envelope is the DNA outcome. You can see what it says.
I am. I know I am. Hey! What? Come here.
I love that. 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 You got me for what? I was like, no. You got me.
Yo, I thought you. Don't do that, man. Well,
So
I don't have to cry no more.
Yeah.
So this is your daughter. How does that make you feel?
I thought I was sterile. But thank you. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, I'm glad that I have this information. And my producers were told me that there's actually more to this story.
Yeah.
That there's something that you actually need to tell. Now we know for sure
Yes,
that you
I
actually
just-
need to tell your father.
Well, now that we have this clear, I hope you don't mind. I mean, the gray hair is coming in already, but you're gonna be a grandfather.
What? Come here. You lying. You was lying.
No.
You was lying. After this show,
No.
we got a lot to talk about. No way. You ain't come on here and waited till then to tell me that.
Yeah, I had to be sure.
Anissa.
Yeah.
Grandpa!
Yeah.
Grandpa, you ready?
Yeah. I'm ready.
I was.
I'm ready. Guess what, Karamo? I'm ready to do it again then. Cause she's out the house.
Yeah, I'm in and
And
out.
I know you're gonna need a babysitter.
Yeah, but you know what? Another thing is,
What?
like, I feel like it's a miracle because now I'm.
Wait, how many months are you? Like, what
I'm
the
like
heck?
2-3 months. I'm not really showing, but yeah. But my thing is this: after everything that I've been through, I'm gonna make sure that my child is gonna have the best
That's my
mother.
child. That's mom do this pat tail now. Pat.
Is gonna have the best mother ever. Like I would never like this. I thank God because it's just like I'm still a big kid myself, so we're gonna be doing a lot of kid things together, whether it's a boy or a girl. Like I just want them to feel what I never felt.
I can't believe that, man.
I'm gonna tell you this though, Nate. This is something beautiful because in this moment
Yes,
right
sir.
now, because of your strength and your ability to step up and be vulnerable, you broke generational chains.
Thank you.
You did that.
Thank you.
You did that.
Thank you.
And I don't want to leave this stage without recognizing how powerful that is because you just heard your daughter say she's going to be the best mom. She's going to be there.
Yep.
And that's because you gave her a second shot.
Exactly.
You gave her a chance. You broke generational chains. And I think not enough time we get to look at a man, especially a black man, and say, thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, Tom.
You did that. You did that.
Thank you.
And you did it as well. Because you had the strength to continue on as well. And so I'm proud of you as well. This is on you too. You know what I mean? This child is going to be born into a life of love and support.
Yes,
Something
sir.
that you two didn't have at first when you were first kids. You know what I mean? You had it later once you met him, but this child is now going to never have to experience that.
Never.
And God
Never.
willing,
I'm walking
the
the
next
earth.
generation on is going to never have to think about, well, what happened if someone doesn't love me and supports me? Because y'all have changed that.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
Good job.
Unconditional.
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
I'm so happy
Thank
for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Karamo.
What is it,
Pat.
Oh, I'm excited for you. I'm
proud of
so
you,
happy.
man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Dad.
And
I'm sorry. Now
No.
I can really say Dad like with real confidence.
With your
like,
chest, yeah.
Yes. Thank you,
Yeah.
Dad. Thank you.
I'm gonna be there for you.
This is beautiful. I'm so happy for you both. Stay with us, friends. We'll be right back with more.
The most traumatizing experience. I'm sorry, because this right here.
Her relationship with her mother is broken.
You had the opportunity to be a parent, and you chose not to be a parent.
Can this mother and daughter come back together?
You sent me to school
Yes, I did.
with a bunch of bruises on me. Shut it down right there, because I'm mama.
My guest, Infinity, says she needs my help fixing her relationship with her mother, Monique. Infinity says her mother has always been extremely toxic and was both emotionally and physically abusive. Let's watch what Monique has to say.
Karamo, I don't recognize the person my daughter's become. When she was a little girl, we were best friends. When she grew up, she started acting out. Infinity, she doesn't trust me. And she's even told me she hates me. And now Infinity doesn't even call me mom. I was in and out of prison because I struggled with substance abuse. When I was in prison, she didn't try to call. And I've never abandoned my daughter, never. Infinity doesn't even want me to have any part of my grandson, and it's my first grandson. She wants me to have no part in it. She didn't even say she was in labor or anything. She just walked right past me. She just walked right past me. This was a time where I should have been her mom, and I couldn't be. This is a time where I should have been a grandma, and I couldn't be. And she takes that from me all the time. Karamo, when this is all over, I do want a relationship with my daughter. I want my grandson to come over. I love my daughter, and I do need her to respect me, period.
We'll all get to meet Monique in a minute, but first, I want to actually sit down with her daughter, Infinity. So everyone, please help me welcome Infinity to the show. Hi, Infinity. May I have a hug?
Of course.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Good. So, Infinity, we just heard your mother saying a lot of things about how your relationship has changed. How do you feel about what you watched?
To be honest with you, I'm really just like, I'm tired of her just feeling like she's the victim. She's not the victim in the situation. Really, I'm not even the victim.
Can you take me back? I need to know about your relationship. How was it growing up?
So, like, when I was very young, you know, it was an okay relationship. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love my mom. I wanted to be around her and things like that. As time went on and with her substance abuse, she knew that I knew what was going on. She kind of, like, started resenting me in a certain way. You know what I mean?
And was your mom using at that time?
I don't know, but she probably was.
Okay. So what happened when you had your child recently on the day you
Oh
gave
my
birth?
gosh, oh my gosh. No, so look, it was the most traumatizing experience ever. Something's going on and I need help. And she's like, shut up. You're only making things worse.
Wow.
She left me at home by myself. And right when she left me at home, I ended up having to call the ambulance.
Did you give birth in the ambulance?
Almost, but I was able to make it to the labor and delivery room.
Wow. So do you still live with your mom now?
No.
Because my producer said your mom kicked you out when you were 8 months pregnant?
So she didn't kick me out. What happened was she didn't like clarify and let me know like that the whole living situations was about to change. We were living in a 3-bedroom townhouse. And then my sister says, oh yeah, we're moving into a 2-bedroom. And so like I kept asking her like, what can we do to stay here? Oh, I got it figured out, and you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you don't even understand, like I'm literally about to have a kid. She said, oh, you know, my grandson can be here, he has a bed, he has a place to stay, and I'm just like, well, what about me? She says, well, like I said, my grandson has a place to stay.
So no explanation of that?
No explanation, no nothing.
So do you believe that your mother's substance abuse, how do you believe it's affecting your relationship, or in the past, how it affected your relationship?
It's taken her mind to a whole nother place. Like, she just isn't there all the way, you know what I mean? So
And
it's
even
like,
though she's been sober now, you still feel like she's not there?
absolutely not. I'll try to have adult conversations with her, and as soon as it turns to, I want to go this way and she wants to go that way, it turns to, well, I'm the mom and you have to respect me, you have to listen to me. I'm an adult now, you know what I mean? I'm not a child. And it's like once she understands that, we would have a better relationship, you know? But it's like now that you've been gone and in and out all this time, you're trying to come back as this authoritative figure instead of just trying to be a parent. It's not gonna work. It's never gonna work with us.
Got it. Well, I know that you gave my producers a list of traits that you claim is your mom's toxic traits.
Yes.
I want to see this list. That your mother, first of all, chooses men over her kids, that she won't admit her wrongs, and that she's emotionally abusive. She was physically abusive. These are the things that you said that your mom exhibits that are toxic.
Yeah, like every time I tell her, you know what I'm saying, like something made me feel some way because of what she did, she never is like, okay, you know what, let me apologize.
I appreciate you painting this picture for me because it lets me know a lot about how you experience your childhood and also what you saw, because that's important. But I think it's also important that we see your mother's side of the story. So everyone, I want to welcome Infinity's mother, Monique, to the show. Monique, come on out.
I need to clarify some things.
Sure. Yes.
She made a
Clarify.
whole lot of it
Clarify.
up.
Thank you for coming. I can see you have some things you want to clarify. Go for it.
First of all, I didn't just leave you having my grandson.
You did. You
Calm down,
absolutely did.
because I'm not going to go back and forth while
I'm
you're
not
talking
going
over
back
me.
and forth. I'm not.
Because I'm not going to do that
I'm
right
not.
there. That's the disrespect I'm talking about.
But I have something to say, so
And you had a lot to say, and you had a lot
I'm
to say.
saying my truth,
I'm not
though.
going to do this back and forth.
I'm saying my truth, though. You may not feel like it's true,
But I'm
that's
not
what
going to go back
happened.
and forth is what I'm
But
not going to
that's
do.
what happened.
Not going to do it. I'm sorry, because this right here,
Her relationship with her mother is broken.
You had the opportunity to be a parent, and you chose not to be a parent.
Can this mother and daughter come back together?
You sent me to school
Yes, I did.
with a bunch of bruises on me.
shut it down right there, because I'm mama.
You are the foul. Get off my stage.
Do you believe that your mother's substance abuse is affecting your relationship?
She just isn't there all the way.
I'm not
So,
gonna do this back and forth.
I'm saying my truth, though.
not gonna do it. I'm sorry.
If you please give me a second, I can mediate this. Because I actually was writing down something you had just said because it's going to help me to try to figure out how to help you all later. You're saying one thing that you don't want to go back and forth, but I noticed that there was an engagement on both of your sides, even though you were saying I don't want to go back and forth.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
No, I get it. No, I get it. I get it. You can interrupt me. I don't mind. You can interrupt me all day long. But for you, you're saying that you had to correct this, that on the day that she was giving birth, that she was not left alone.
I never left her alone, and the thing was, I was getting ready for work. She's in there screaming, and I'm telling her to calm down, because it's gonna get worse. And I'm laughing because she's like praying, but it wasn't a laugh disrespect. Calm down, calm down, baby. But there was never, she never told me she came home or nothing. They kept sending her home from the hospital. But she's there, I tell her, calm down. She's in the bath, calm down.
I still need you.
I take her sister to practice. She calls, she's at the hospital. And that's how that was. It wasn't, I left her, it wasn't. I got there as soon as I heard she was no longer at the house. I didn't know you were in labor.
But how many times have you said this? I had 3 of y'all. So you should know what's going on.
Have you ever mentioned to her that you felt bad?
Yeah, all the time, because I really, truly didn't know it was that bad.
So, Monique, I want to ask you, why do you say that you feel like Infinity doesn't want you to be a part of your grandson's life?
She doesn't. Like, she calls when she wants to.
You have my number. Why should I, the person with the child, the little baby child who has to give them all of my attention, call you? You can call us.
Now, wait a minute. Something else that I want to correct. I told us, and this is the word I used, let's come together like butt cheeks so we can keep this 3-bedroom.
So then why didn't we?
So we could keep this 3-bedroom.
So why didn't we? Why didn't we?
Mind you, we downsized.
Because of you.
Because I only have a 15-year-old to take care of. You're grown.
And then that's totally fine and respectable. And what did I do? I figured it out. Why would you downsize and I'm 8, 9 months pregnant?
Why would I downsize?
Knowing that I need some place to live.
Well,
that doesn't make sense.
There's a thing called rent. There's a thing called rent that you don't pay. There's a thing called I go to work every day to pay the rent.
How much do you want me to pay rent?
Never.
Whoa, really?
Never.
Really?
Because I don't expect you to pay rent. I don't expect you to pay
what
rent.
What is the problem then?
Now, if you were staying there,
issue, then don't bring up. If rent is an issue, then let's figure it out. But if you're saying, oh, you don't have to pay rent, then don't bring rent up.
Monique, okay. I want to ask you a question. Yeah. You say you don't know who Infinity has become. What do you mean by that?
Because this right here, the things that she's making up. I mean, if you could talk to different people that I interact with, they'll tell you this is made up. Like, I don't know who this is. Like, I never put a man before them, and the man would say something because you're crying for something. You're crying for something because
for what?
When I tell you what she's saying is not true, I'm confused because I didn't beat him. My mom whooped me, and I respect her. I respect it now because I understood once I got older. But I talked to my kids, and whooping them was when they did something wrong. She called the police on me.
I didn't call the police on you.
You went to school?
You sent me to school.
Yes, I did.
With a bunch of bruises on me. Yes. And that's how
there was one right here.
There were multiple bruises.
That's why I didn't go to jail, because the cop said, we get what's going on.
Do you want to salvage this relationship with your daughter?
I mean, if you could help me do that, because I want my grandson.
But I need to know if you got to give me a yes or a no.
Yes.
Yes? Infinity, do you want to salvage this relationship with your mom?
Yes, but I just need her
with no stipulations.
I just need her to stop.
Period.
I just need her to stop acting like she never did anything. Or if she just doesn't remember, that's fine. Just say you don't remember that happening. Just apologize, let's move on. That's why we're so stagnant, because you can't just say, you know what, I apologize, let's move on.
The way you want me to apologize.
All you have to say is, I apologize, let's move on.
I apologize for the things I've allowed you to go through. And
I forgive you.
My truth is what it is.
I forgive you. And I apologize.
And we need to let it go.
And let's let it go.
So as much as I appreciate both of you being able to apologize, and I think that's a key first step, I do not believe that you two can let it go.
You had the opportunity to be a parent, and you chose not to be a parent.
Is there any way this conversation...
I'm mama. Shut it down right there, because I'm mama.
You can bring this mother and daughter back together. What are you crying for? What has happened? that on the day that she was giving birth, that she was not left alone?
I never left her alone.
All you have to say is,
that.
I apologize, let's move on.
I apologize.
Let's let it go.
So as much as I appreciate both of you being able to apologize, I do not believe that you two can let it go. Even though you're apologizing for the choices you made that affected her and you're saying you forgive her, the issue that I'm seeing here in this communication is that neither of you actually respect the other person's memories of how things went down for them. The first thing I would say is for you as a mom, I can see that you had a past where you dealt with addiction and you have tried and you have grown out of that. I believe that. And I believe that it should be acknowledged more. But I also believe that you have to acknowledge that in that cloud of addiction, during that time of being in jail, in and out, that there was things that your child was experiencing that in your mind, you might think, well, this is how this went. But in her mind, her feelings and the development of a young mind saw it completely different.
I caught my first case. I was 33 years old. It was 2012. I will not forget that day. I left my house and I went to jail and nothing was ever the same. Mm-hmm. That was in 2000. That was July 12th.
But can I tell you something?
Yeah.
You just proved exactly what I said. Is that you two have different memories of every situation, and instead of accepting the other person's situation and saying, oh, this is your memory, y'all are always saying, you're wrong, I'm gonna defend what I know. And that's exactly what I told you, the symptom why your apology, though I appreciate it, will never go anywhere. Because both of you are so busy defending your point of views.
But can I say this? I'm mama. Shut it down right there. Because I'm mama.
You can't do that anymore.
No. I never could, obviously.
You had the choice, but you chose everything else.
Okay.
You had the opportunity to be a parent, and you chose not to be a parent.
So now I want to say this. It's like, I think one of the best decisions, even though it hurt, was you leaving her house.
Absolutely.
It was one of the best decisions ever.
It was. It definitely
Because what happens is that now it allows you to say, yes, I still want to be healed, but now I'm not under your roof anymore. I am paying my own rent. I am doing these things. So we can start having conversations where we respect each other.
Yeah, and that's what I want.
And you're going to start getting there. Mm-hmm. But the thing is that I would say to you as well, even within that, is that you have to give your mother a certain amount of respect too.
Absolutely.
Because part of the growth of what is in her own growth is that I think it needs to be acknowledged. That's what I said before. I see you made mistakes in the past, and I still do think that there has to be some stepping up and supporting your daughter more, a more acknowledgement on your part. But I do believe that there needs to be acknowledgement of what you've done as well. Can you look at your daughter and say, daughter, I believe how you felt and how you saw life is actually true. Because right now, by you saying, I don't believe your truth, is by saying like, you know what, you're wrong, you're crazy, you're a liar, you're all these things. And that's what's hurting the little girl in her. What's going on in your mind right now?
I just want my daughter back. Like,
I know.
I've been wanting this to be over with. I just don't want it to be like every time something from the past gets brought up that doesn't sit well with you, and it just turns into this nasty, ugly thing.
Now you're just making it up because I don't even want to live in the past. I don't even want to go back to the past.
So language like that of making it up, that's the type of language that you've been using before, that you've both been using, that has to go away. Okay. Because what happens is anytime you say making things up, what I realize with her, because I've been watching her and watching what she says, it triggers her abandonment.
You're right. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So I respect that.
Good. There we go.
I respect that. I do.
There we go. That's the first step. First step. First step. You said to me when you sat down and she wasn't out here, you wanted your mom to see you as an adult and to take accountability.
Absolutely.
She's done both of those things to a degree.
Yes, and I appreciate that a lot.
Can you say that to her?
I very much appreciate it. Like, seriously, I really do. I needed this. I feel like it's been stunting my growth as a woman and as a parent, you know? So you coming and saying that it's helping me. It is. Whether you fully believe it or not or whatever,
it's done.
The fact that you're saying it and trying, that's helping a lot. Seriously.
That's my baby.
I know. What are you crying for? What has happened?
Because I love her.
I know.
And my grandson looked just like her, and I hate that we don't talk. I hate that she felt like this whole time.
A man just taught me earlier today, those are tears of strength. And I will give this man credit for the rest of my life. That's why it hit you. Because you were strong enough right there to admit something that started to heal your daughter. Your vulnerability allowed you to start to heal your daughter. And then in essence, it's gonna start healing y'all. But y'all gonna be all right. I feel this, y'all took a very big step. And I'm very proud of y'all. Very proud of y'all. Do y'all feel better?
Thank you so much.
You do? You feel better?
Yes.
You feel better as well? You feel better? Okay, give your mama a hug. Give your mama a hug.
No, you come here.
All right. All right, everyone. Thank you for being with us. Come back next time, friends, so we can keep talking and growing, all right? I love you all.